Hey. How are you guys doing? I am hopping on here for a quick live. So, of course, let me double check and make sure that this is shared out everywhere that I want for it to be shared. I'm going to do this really quick live and then I am going to go ahead and go about the rest of my day. So, as you guys come on into this live, say hi, hello, hey. Um, and so I can go ahead and acknowledge you guys. If you were catching me on the replay, go ahead and type in the hashtag replay, leave your questions, your comments, all that awesome stuff. And I will make sure that I respond back to you guys as well. And so those of you that are new to me, hey, those of you, if you're new to me, my name is Beverly Walthour. I am a business strategist specifically for Christian female coaches who are looking to create more income and more impact without compromising their Christian values. I'm also a TV and radio show, TV and radio show host. So we film and record the TV and radio show here in Atlanta, GA. Hey, you guys! I haven't seen some of you guys in a while. Hey. And so, you guys, what I wanted to talk about, as you could clearly see from the title, and this was actually birthed out of a post that I had in my Facebook group. So if you are not a member of my Facebook group, here's my invitation. You can go to the to what's below, the title below, so search it out. Highly Successful Christian Female Coaches and Consultants is the name of my Facebook group. Make sure that you answer the 3 questions. So I feel like it's an amazing space and place to be, my Facebook group, if you are a highly successful Christian female coach or consultant. And so go ahead and join us over there in the Facebook group. Once again, make sure that you answer the 3 questions. And so the topic for today was actually birthed out of a question that I had in the group. Thank you so much, Sherry. I love when I'm able just to get on and just chit chat with people for a while. So that podcast was absolutely amazing with Jolana and Dr. Anissa. So that was amazing. And so the question in the group, let me go back to the group. So I'm over here looking at the group. So the question in my group was just a fairly straightforward question, but you guys know that I am, a business strategist. So it's going to always be a reason behind why I ask these questions. And so the question was simply, hello, ladies, what's your 2021 revenue goal? So I asked this question at the end of 2020. So I just simply asked, what's your 2021 revenue goal? Because the thing is, you guys, we can set goals all day long. We can set intentions, whatever term you want to use. I know people say don't say goals, say intentions, don't say that. I don't want to get caught up in the semantics like that, because my thing is always to get you guys to dig a little bit deeper. So I asked the question, what's your revenue goal? And so, people even came to me and they were like, thank you so much for the question. And so for me, I always, when you see questions like that, it is designed to get you to think. Because a lot of times, especially in the online space, we can get caught up with what we see. And so as a business strategist, former educator, trainer, consultant, I want you guys to think about the why behind things. And not just to say, because a lot of times we'll see, okay, yeah, $100,000, $100,000 a month. I mean, $100,000 a year, $10,000 a month, whatever the things are. But my thing is, why is that a goal? Like, why do you want to have that set as a goal? So those of you, if you didn't answer that question, hey, go ahead and hop on the thread and answer that question. But then I do want you to also ask yourself, why did you choose that particular goal? So why is your goal 200,000? Why is it $400,000? Somebody has 959,000. Somebody else wants to go for 1 million. So my question to you is, why did you choose the revenue goal that you chose for 2021? Write that out. And this part right here, it's okay, whatever reasons you have for writing that goal and for wanting to achieve that revenue goal, it is okay. I don't care if your reason is because you want to your business full time, if your reason is because you want to send your child all the way through college with college paid for, if you want to send your child to private school, if you want to buy a new home, if you want to buy a new car. I don't care what the reason is. And my thing is, sometimes we get so caught up, especially because I'm talking to Christians. We get so caught up in that it has to be a spiritual reason. And when I say a spiritual reason, it's my thing is it's okay for it to be. Thank you, Tiffany. It's okay. She wants to be able to pay for her 2 kids in college, be able to pay for it cash. All of that stuff is fine. Whatever your reason is, it is your reason. And there's nothing wrong with that. And so Once you have your why is that the goal? The follow-up question that I asked them once they told me what their revenue goal was, the follow-up question, hence the title of this particular live, the follow-up question is, so what's your plan or path for you to hit that goal? And so the same thing, whatever your revenue goal is for the year, what is your plan or your path for getting there? So you guys know, hey, write the vision and make it plain, sit down and count up the costs. We know all of that is based on scripture. And so there we go. Thank you, Tiffany. She said, I want to have at least 2 real estate properties. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So my thing is, once you have the goal written down of what your revenue goal is for the year, once you write it out, don't just have it in your head, write it out. There is power in writing things down. Once you write out the revenue goal, then write out why that's your goal. Then write out what is your path or your plan to achieve it. We all know, because this is where we go and get super religious, super, I don't know, where it's like, okay, whatever God's will is, we know that. You guys, you are believers. Stop saying that stuff. We know that you want to make sure that you're in alignment with what it is that God has for you, whatever God's will for. We already know that part. So why are you saying that when we already know it? That should be a given. That should already be a given. So there's no point in you saying, we already know that part. God knows you. We know that. So my thing is, what is your path for getting there? And so you're going to see me looking to my left over here, because I'm looking at people's responses, because this is absolutely powerful. So now they have, and this was one of the responses. So when I said, what's your plan what's your plan or your path for hitting your goal? Someone said, thank you for asking. Your question forced me to write the vision and make it plain. Earlier today, someone else said to me, she said she saw all of these goals that were there. So like I said, legit, people have 200,000. Once again, if you're not in the group, join us in the group so you can see this, so you can see I'm not making these numbers up. Somebody has 200,000, somebody has 959,000, 192,000, 150, 102, between 80 and 100,000, 150. So these are the types of numbers that I'm seeing in groups with Christian people. So once again, it is okay for you to have huge revenue goals for your business. It is okay. Someone else said to me, when they saw those numbers, it allowed for them to think bigger. And those of you that know me, you know I am all about us having those bigger dreams, because it clearly tells us in the Bible that my God can do exceedingly abundantly above anything I can ask or think. So why think small? Why think small? Have that goal, so at least I know this is the target that I am shooting for. This is the target that I'm shooting for. There's nothing wrong with that. Have a big dream. Some of us, we have stopped dreaming so big because you've been disappointed. Like, let's be real. You put a goal out there, you set a goal, or you said you want to do X, Y, Z, and it did not happen. So now you're like, okay, well, maybe this not, maybe I shouldn't, maybe, what, all that stuff that we do to ourselves. But I want to challenge you in 2021 to think bigger. We're in the midst of a pandemic. We're in the midst of uncertainty. This is going to stop with the excuses. Does it tell us in scripture that we can't think big? We can't have a big revenue goal because we're in the midst of a pandemic? Because we just changed, if you're here in the States, because we just changed presidential administration, because because I just got started in my business, because I have 2 small kids, because I still work full time. Like, does it say that in scripture as that's the reason why you can't have X, Y, Z? So if it doesn't say it in scripture, why do we attach those things to it? Why do we limit ourselves? You guys, we have to stop putting these limitations on God. Stop doing that. Do you not trust him? Do you not believe in this person? What is it? What is it? What is it? And I know my little screen just went black. I just saw it, just said I just went offline. So it may bleep out for a second, but I should be back. And you guys, and look, you can't tell me about disappointment. You cannot tell me about disappointment. You guys, we have all been there and done that. That's why I'm always pushing you guys to get into community, so that you have conversations with other people, so that you clearly see that you are not the only one to have experienced XYZ. You're not the only one. That's why it's so important for you to be a part of a community. And then once you're a part of a community, make those connections, make that effort to connect with other people, make that effort to have these conversations with others. Thank you, Tiffany. Yes, yes, and yes. That fear of success and the changes and the things that the stories that you're going to have to let go of. There may be some people you may have to let go of. There may be some habits you may have to let go of. A lot of us are so comfortable with where we are that we'll stay there. Even if we say we want something else, our behavior, our words, and our thoughts are in alignment with where we are, and we'll just stay there. Yeah, I saw it when I went down. I saw my little message and like my little screen went blank. But yes, I'm back. But you guys, that's why it's so important for you to partner with those other people that have those big visions, that have those big dreams. So that way, when you're having those conversations or when you're in that space of what's going on, I've launched this program before. I've been able to get people in it. They're not in it. I can't get people in it anymore. Or, hey, I'm trying to launch this program. Can't get anybody in it. Hey, I'm trying to get somebody to download my freebie. They won't even download the free stuff. Hey, I can't get people to respond back to the messages that I send out. Hey, I can't get people to respond back to the emails. So when you're in that space and it's going on, you have other people that you can talk to. You have other people to bounce ideas off of. Because for a lot of us, we thinking we're doing the thing. In reality, it may not be the thing, or it may not be consistent. But when you bounce that off other people, or you have other people that are there, they will allow for you to be able to see some things that you may not have seen. Tiffany said, my issue 2 years ago was boundaries. I didn't want people to have access to me in my life. His answer was not shrinking. The answer was getting focused and getting more of a clear foundation. Exactly. And so it's crazy. I was watching a show yesterday, and so someone was telling her story, and she said, this is my story. This is how I see it, so on and so forth. But then someone challenged her on that, in the sense of not to negate that was what she saw, but to the point of, hey, this is a different perspective. Because sometimes we are so married to our stories and the way that things are, or the way that things have been, or the way that we see things, not open to the fact that there may be another way of seeing things. So when we get into our space where it's just us and we're only interacting with ourselves, or you're interacting with someone that may not know and understand because they may not be an entrepreneur, it allows for you to remain, like I said, in that story, and to continue to replay that same story over and over and over again. But like I said, I challenge you to really and truly connect with other believers in business. If you're like, well, I don't know who to connect with, go to that post that's in the group. So once again, the post was, hello, ladies, what's your 2021 revenue goal? And then connect with someone that has a revenue goal, either one that you aspire to or one that inspires you. So either one that aspires, that you aspire to, or one that inspires you. And just send them a message. Hey, I see that you're in Belle's Facebook group. I see that you have a revenue goal of X. I really want to connect with other people that have big goals like that. Do you mind if we connect? Can we be accountability partners? Reach out there. Get outside your comfort zone. Get outside your comfort zone and see what happens. So like I said, if you're like, I don't have a person like that, go on that post and just connect. Reach out and see what happens. See what happens. There were so many responses here on this post. I know it has to be at least one person that you could connect with. Or if you're not sure, put a post in the group. Hey, I'm looking to hit this type of revenue goal. This is the type of accountability partner that I'm looking to connect with. Anyone in the group want to connect like that. Boom. But I'm telling you, if you have that revenue goal like that, you're going to want to connect with other people that are like that. Thank you so much. Because I'm telling you, it does something to you. It does something to you. Like I said, it pushes you in a way. It motivates you in a way. It allows for you not to wallow in your stuff. And when I say wallow in your stuff, because I'm telling you, when you're in the midst of that thing, especially when it's not going right, all you see is things not going right or going the way that you thought that it should. That's all that you're going to be able to see. And so they'll keep you from shrinking, because a lot of times when you're in the midst of that stuff, you will shut down. But when you have those people where you can connect with, it allows for you to be able to be connected and remain connected and not allow the enemy to keep you in that space. Yes, Tiffany. Yes, 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 yes. She said, Bev, I owe you so much. Thanks. I have no problem charging and getting. There we go, 750 to $1,000 for 90-minute workshops because of your. And that's the thing, especially you guys. You don't know the journey Tiffany and I have been on. You don't know the journey that Tiffany and I have been on. So for me to see that's exactly what I was getting ready to say, Tiffany. She beat me to it. You guys, when Tiffany has gone from $25 workshops, and I'm looking at $25, what? No wonder that you booked out. I would hire you at all costs too for $25. To now her saying $750 to $1,000 for her workshops, and she's getting paid for it. You guys, I'm telling you, it's nothing like that. So once again, your revenue plan, write that revenue goal for the year, break it down by the quarter, by the month, ask yourself why you have that revenue goal, map out how you're going to get there. So this is not just something you're going to do in a minute. Sit down and map it out. Take some time, take some time, take some time. Exactly, Sherry. When we know better, we do better. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. And then, like I said, get you some people. If you don't have some people, especially believers in business, not just somebody that says they're Christian and they just, no, get you a believer in business that's serious about what it is that they are doing. And I say this all the time. I say this all the time. That's why the groups that I create, my coaching groups, that's why I'm very intentional about who I have in there, because they have big goals like $100,000 in 90 days. They have big goals like $1 million in a year. Because of that, and it's something about being in those groups, investing. One, it's something about investing to be in those types of groups. It does something to you. Yep, and Teresa, you're not the only one. Teresa, that's what it is. You are not the only one that's had that experience of being afraid to set a big goal like that because of past failures. So that's why, when I made this connection, I said, write what your revenue goal is for the year. Write down why you have that goal, and it is okay. Whatever your reasons are, those are your reasons. Don't you ever allow anybody else to tell you that, no, that's selfish of you to say the reason why you have that goal is because you want to pay off your mortgage or you want to pay off your student loans or what. Don't you ever allow somebody to tell you that that's not right for you to do that, period. Hey, Tish, how have you been? And so you guys, I'm telling you, get with those people that are doing that. That's why I create the type of communities that I create, because I'm telling you, it's nothing like seeing somebody be able to hit a goal like $30,000 in a week, and they're literally in tears because they're like, dang, that can happen. And not only that, but then they have these other ladies, because they will all tell you they weren't able to do it by themselves. There are other ladies that were part of that group that was praying for them, that was standing in agreement with them, standing in the gap for them when they were just too tired and plumb, just like, God, I don't know what else to do, literally on their faces trying to figure this thing out because it's not looking the way that they thought that it was supposed to look. It's not going the way that they thought that it was supposed to go. But instead of them staying in that space, they were able to be connected with someone else. And even when they came out of that space, even if they're in that space literally on the floor crying, and then all of a sudden they feel something in their spirit because they've had someone that was praying for, interceding for them, and they didn't even realize that it was somebody else interceding for them. Once again, that's why it's so important for you to be connected with other believers, because when you don't have it in you to pray for yourself, to believe God for yourself in that sense, you have other people that will stand in the gap for you. You guys, we have to stop trying to do business by ourselves. It is too difficult. This thing is not for the faint of heart. Being an entrepreneur is not for the faint of heart. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. And you guys, like I said, so those of you, go to that thread in the group. Look at those people, those that have a revenue goal, that's something you aspire to or something that inspires you. Send them a message and say, or you can send them a message on the post if you want to. Hey, this is so inspiring to see this. I want to connect with someone, that can motivate me like this. Do you mind if we partner up? A program that I just finished up not too long ago, 2 other ladies in the group reached out. Hey, Bev, we want to form an accountability group. Do you want to be a part of it? Yes, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. That type of thing. Tish, I'm telling you, community right now is so. Y'all, I'm telling you, community right now is so important. And you guys, this is the thing. It's not just the business stuff. That's the amazing thing about being with other believers in business. They're not just going to pray for your business. All of a sudden, they could be praying about clientele, and then all of a sudden, they pray about your child or about that spouse or about that. You see what I'm saying? That's that importance of being connected. And I know that there are other programs out there, there are other groups out there where they may not be based in your faith. That's why, just like Tish said, it's so important for us to build these communities that allow for other believers to get together, be okay, praying and all of that stuff. That part right there. It is so important for us to be a part of those communities. I see that, yes. And you guys, like I said, especially right now with everything that is going on in the world, I'm telling you, community connection is so important. When I tell you, even in these past 2 weeks, my community, and some of you guys don't even realize you reaching out, you saying this word, you saying this, how that has even encouraged me to keep going. You guys, everybody needs that word. And this is the other part that God has been working on with me. This is another part that God has been working on with me. And I know this is for somebody else. Some of you, that's why I told you guys to go to that person, go to that post and reach out to people. Because for some of you guys, you have to learn how to open your mouth and ask for help and ask for support, whoever that is for. Because I know it's not just for me. That is something that God has been dealing with me with. See, y'all, that's what I'm talking about right there. That don't have nothing to do with business, but I know there's people in my community that's praying for my husband. Thank you, Father. I know this for a fact. Thank you. But you guys, I'm telling you, there's some of you guys out there, you have to learn how to open your mouth and ask for help, ask for support, ask for what you need. Ask for what you need. Ask for whoever it is. Ask for what you need. Ask for what you want. Like I said, God has been working on this with me. So about a week or two ago, I reached out to someone about something that I needed. The person did not respond in the way that I thought. I'm like, God, I thought you were telling me to reach out to this person, tell them what I needed. The person did not respond in the way that I thought that they would. And so, of course, you go into that place. See, God, you had me open up to that person. See, they did it. Because you know how we do. We get to rolling our necks and stuff like that. But the really amazing thing is, I'm such a believer that God will honor your yes. So I felt like he was telling me to reach out and ask for that help, ask for that support. And the thing was, I got it in a place that I was not expecting it. So although it did not come from the person that I reached out to, I still continued to ask for the support, and it came in a different way, and it came in a much better way. And so exactly, ask, seek, knock, all of that stuff. So like I said, for some of you guys, if you open your mouth and you ask for that, what you want, the support with, the help with, whatever it is that you need, something is going to break through and break through for you. But it's on the other side of you opening up your mouth and asking for the help. Stop trying to do everything on your own. But then you want to go out and coach people to come to you and allow for you to be their coach, but you won't open your mouth and ask for support and ask for help and ask for what it is that you need. But you want people to come and invest in your coaching services, but you won't do the same thing. Why should they come to you and ask you for what they need support with when you won't open your mouth and ask for what you need support with? I know that. Thank you, Tish. Thank you for letting me know it was. I'm telling you, God has been dealing with me with this thing for almost the entire month of January, to the point where I just said, okay, God, boom, okay, boom, okay, I'm about to open my mouth. And like I said, although it did not come from who I thought that it was going to come from, it did come. It didn't look the way that I thought it was going to look, but the help did come. You guys, I'm telling you, ask. So you guys, that's all I got for you. You guys, so once again, looking at the title of this live, what is your revenue plan? Once again, write down your revenue goal. Write down why that is your goal. Break it down by the quarter, break it down by the month. Why is that your revenue goal for 2021? What is your plan? What is your path for hitting that goal? Go through, look and see, is there anyone on that thread that has a goal that you aspire to or inspire or are inspired by? Ask them, do they want to connect with you? And just see what happens, or put a post in the group. Now, of course, those of you that want support from me and wonder how I can support you in your coaching business, let's get a call book or send me a message. Go to www.callwithbeverly.com. Let's see how I may be able to support you in your coaching business. If I can't support you, I'll refer you to somebody else. But you guys, this is the year for you to open your mouth and ask. This is the year for you to go for that revenue goal that you have, not being afraid. Connecting with other believers in business that are going to lock arms with you and stand in faith with you with what it is that you have as your goal. Share with them why you have the goal that you have. So once again, you have people that are locking with you, that are supporting you, that are standing in the gap with you, that are going to be there. And watch what happens. Watch what happens. So you guys, like I said, if you want support from me, please feel free, reach out to me, send me a message, let's schedule a call. Let's see what it is that we need to do, how I may be able to support you. And like I said, those of you that are interested, the accelerator starts this upcoming Friday. I cannot believe we're getting ready to start round 3. 80% of my clients are creating between $35,000 and $116,000 in 90 days. So if that's the type of support that you need, let's go ahead and let's get this thing together. If you want to be a part of that 80%, let's see how I may be able to support you. Like I said, reach out to me. Let's have this conversation. If not me, I'll hook you up with somebody else. But I'm telling you. I love y'all. I love y'all. So you guys, that's all that I have for you guys. Once again, if you have a specific question for me, please feel free to reach out to me. If you are watching the replay, type in #replay, leave your questions, your comments, all that awesome stuff, so that I may be able to support you. So you guys, like I said, thank you so much. Once again, you guys take care, take care, take care, take care.